Let's quickly understand what is limiting reactant. So, the limiting reactant is the reactant that would disappear first if the reaction goes to completion. Then, it is the reactant that controls the extent to which a reaction can proceed. Which means that, if the limiting reactant gets over, the reaction has to stop, no matter how much of the other reactants are left. One important point about the limiting reactant is, it is always present in less than its stoichiometric proportion relative to the others. In simple words, it is the reactant present in the smallest stoichiometric amount, that is, the one which is not in excess. But, why is it important to know about the limiting reactant? Because once we identify the limiting reactant, we can find maximum possible product formation, conversion of reactants, excess reactant and its percentage, yield and extent of reaction. Now, let's understand this with one example. So if the reaction is 2H2 plus O2 gives twice H2O. So, according to the balanced equation, we can see that 2 moles of hydrogen react with 1 mole of oxygen. Now suppose we are given 5 moles of H2 and 2 moles of O2. But according to the stoichiometry requirement, we know that 1 mole of oxygen is required for 2 moles of hydrogen. So for 2 moles of oxygen, let's see how much hydrogen is required. So required H2 is equal to 2 into 2, which is equal to 4 moles. But how much hydrogen do we actually have? So we have 5 moles, which is more than enough. So which reactant will finish first? Oxygen. Therefore, the limiting reactant is oxygen, because oxygen will run out before hydrogen.